Good day, everybody, and what is up? Welcome to the podcast for Selfless Sex and She Comes First. My name is Dr. Nick Myers. I'm sitting here on Sunday, February the 13th, 2022. Of course, it is Super Bowl Sunday, so I hope everyone enjoys the game. If you're not watching the game, that's cool too. And once again, this podcast will be posted on February the 15th, and there's a reason for that, but it's okay. And once again, I really have to say thank you so much. The past few weeks of podcasts and PSAs that I've put up have been doing very well, extremely well for that matter. So once again, thank you for all the likes and the shares and the subscriptions and the follows and the thumbs ups and all that good stuff. And also, I may be coming to Pandora in the very near future, so I am personally really excited about that. I thought I was already on Pandora, but I was not. But now it seems like it's more official, so that's a good thing. And also, I have to give a very special shout out to Miss Monroe, who personally added about 30 new people to the Facebook group on her own. And she says that she's a super fan, which is great. So thank you so much for that, Miss Monroe. And moving on to today's topic. If you notice, I said this podcast will be posted on February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. So I hope everyone here had a really romantic day. You had it was very intimate. You had a lot of great sex. I really hope you did. And I want to talk to you about things that happened after Valentine's Day. So in this podcast, I'm going to give you just a few tips on tips or suggestions on how to maintain intimacy after Valentine's Day and to keep it going. So let's talk about that today. Number one, do not rush through the various stages of your relationship. Meaning, they need time to grow. They need time to germinate, which is fine. There's no need to rush on through and try to get from point A to point Z extremely fast. Because in my opinion, part of the fun is learning about your partner. You get to learn about their likes and their dislikes and just see how they react under pressure and how much fun they can be and everything else. So there's no need to rush. Just take your time and learn about each other. Number two, have a conversation about your goals and expectations of this relationship. Meaning that if you're not careful, you can start to grow apart and you don't even realize it until it's too late. So it's better for you to sit down and have a conversation and just make sure that you are still both on the same page and the relationship is progressing as you both want it to. Number three, baggage from a previous relationship. And what I mean by that is, can you put those bags down? And if you are unable to, you may not be ready to get into something new. Because if you think about it, it's kind of tough to focus on the present and look towards the future when your baggage is carrying you back to the past. Number four is honoring personal boundaries. And what I mean by that is, please keep in mind that you and your partner are still individuals with your own thoughts, beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. So you really cannot control what your partner does or thinks and says, and to the point where you try to control their life. So what I'm saying is, when your partner is ready to share something with you, they will. You can't really force them to do it or not force them to do it. And at the same time, when you honor someone's personal boundaries, that builds trust. Number five is commit to your partner. So pretty much, if you're unable to commit to your partner, this relationship may not be for you. And then at the same time, you have to decide what commitment means for you and for your relationship. To the point where I know many people who are in open relationships and they are extremely committed to their partner or partners and they make it work. So bottom line is, you have to be willing to decide what commitment means for you and for your relationship. And finally, number 6, be sure to take some time for yourself. Being in a relationship or in a marriage cannot be the only aspect of your life. It's smothering. So you have to ask yourself, number 1, who are you? And number 2, what do you like to do outside of this relationship? It may sound like an easy question, but for some people, it's not. So in this podcast today, I want to give you just an extra list of things that you can possibly do either to rekindle some of the passion, some of the intimacy, and or try to maintain some of the intimacy in your relationship. So one simple thing you can do is touch. And as humans, we really do like touch. And please keep in mind, touch could be a piece of your partner's love language and you may not know it. So just a simple thing, a simple act as giving someone a kiss on the cheek, stroking someone's hair, just rubbing your hand on their thigh. I didn't say grab the titty all the time, but just a hug could be nice for them. A skin on skin contact hug. And if you're going to cuddle someone, hold them. Don't just throw your arm over them and call it a day. You got to actually cuddle with them. Number 2, find and spend time together. Because yes, you may have other responsibilities like childcare and going to work every day and even checking in and taking care of older parents now. And also on top of that, spending time and being social with friends. It is very important for you to do all of those things, but you also have to check in with each other and spend time alone with each other. So if you have to schedule a date and put it on the calendar, even if it's going out to a quick restaurant chain, hanging out there, going for a walk at the beach, just getting away, not even sexual time alone, but just spending time together with each other, with just the two of you together in your unit. Number 3, I like to call these check-ins, where you actually ask your partner, how are they doing? How was your day? How was work? And those little questions may seem kind of simple, but they're actually very important. And then what's even more important is that after you ask that question, you pay attention and listen and hear what your partner has to say. Not staring at your phone, not staring at the television. You look your partner in the eye and listen and hear what they have to say. And you may even have a nice conversation about it. I'm not saying that you have to fix everything or something else. There could be some fun gossip that's going on around the office and they want to tell you about it. It could be fun, but still, it's very important just to check in with each other. Number 4 is initiate explicit talks. And since it's 2022, most likely this would be in the form of a text message, which is just fine. But it doesn't even have to be that graphic or intense. It could be something fun and flirtatious, like I miss you, I cannot wait to see you. It shows your desire for your partner. And if you want to spice it up, you could say something more heated, like I need to see you soon, I need to kiss on you, I'm jonesing for you. And if you want to get really explicit, I'm sure you can come up with your own sentences. I'm not going to tell you what I say, but you know your partner better than I do, so say what works for them. And number 5, be sure to engage in some self-loving activities. And I'm not talking about masturbation here, but do something fun for yourself by yourself. Meaning, if you have any sort of hobbies you really like to do, if it's hunting or fishing or even gaming, go ahead and do it. Because yes, I do realize a few minutes ago I mentioned that it's important to schedule time to be with your partner, but then at the same time, it's okay to take time for yourself. And that old adage is, absence makes the heart go fonder. So in closing, I just want to say that creating, developing, and maintaining intimacy can be a process. And it should go beyond just one day a year on Valentine's Day, which is the reason why I put this podcast out on the 15th. Because yes, I'm sure people put in a lot of effort on the 14th, People went out to dinners, had a good time, went for walks, and they were holding hands and doing all this intimate work. And then on the 15th, it may seem just to fade away. So, in this podcast, I just wanted to give you just a few tips and suggestions on ways that you can maintain your level of intimacy throughout the year and to even do just small things every day. So, on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned. I'll talk to you soon.